friend, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Today we will be presenting a very good topic. Our small request to you is, please subscribe the channel, like the video and share to others. Your inspiration will motivate us. Thanks a lot. Happy watching.
Indian economy 5 years down the line. 5-year plan. An economic plan allocates the resources of a nation to fulfill the general and specific goals as planned by the government for a specified period. In India, these plans are made for 5 years and hence are known as 5-year plans. These 5-year plans are ultimately a short-term plan for a perspective plan. A perspective plan outlines the long-term goals of a nation, spanning 20 years. In India, after the independence, the government set up a planning commission in 1950. This commission would be responsible for framing and implementing the 5-year plans of the country. They began their efforts with the first 5-year plan in 1950. The goals of the 5-year plans. Every 5-year plan is developed with a specific goal in mind. But there is never one solitary objective of the plan. The plan is supposed to work towards the perspective plan and must cover a few important objectives. However, it is not possible or practical to give equal importance to all aspects of a plan. There are basically 5 generalized goals of a 5-year plan, wherein a particular plan 1 or 2 are given the most importance. In fact, some of the goals are actually conflicting. So let us now look at these 5 types of goals we cover in the 5-year plans. Growth. This is the first and the most basic goal of an economic plan. Growth in terms of an economy focuses on the increase of the gross domestic product, GDP, of the country. GDP is a way to measure the growth of an economy. Higher the GDP, more the common public can benefit from the economic policies of the country. This economic growth actually happens due to an increase in the production capacity of a nation for either its goods or its services. This can be due to an influx of capital into the economy as well. The sector in which the growth is happening is also important. There are 3 basic sectors: agricultural, industrial and service. Their respective contributions make up the structural composition of the GDP. For very many years, India's primary focus was the agricultural sector. It was the main contributor to our GDP, and it also saw the highest growth rate in the few initial 5-year plans. Modernization. Modernization refers to the integration of technology in the economy. Innovation, inventions, and advancement in technology play a huge part in upgrading our economy and increasing its output. One example would be the introduction of modern agricultural techniques which increased output. Over the years, the Indian economy also saw a major boom in the IT industry due to modernization. Another aspect of modernization would be our advancement as a society, leaving behind discriminatory practices and pushing towards an equal, fair and modern society. Self-reliance. A new economy like India's post-independence can become too reliant on imports. So for 7 editions of the 5-year plan, the government promoted self-reliance. This basically meant that anything we were capable of producing domestically we did not import. Especially food and agricultural products were never imported as long as possible. This was to ensure we not only became self-reliant but also to protect our sovereignty. Because importing basic essentials from other nations would make us dependent on them. Then after 1991, the government finally opened up our economy to the global markets once we had already established a domestic base. Equity. Now the previous 3 goals mainly relate to the economy. But the development of the economy only is not sufficient. The 5-year plans must also focus on the development of our society. It is essential to ensure that these benefits from the economy are enjoyed by all members of the society. This is where equity comes in. Equity focuses on ensuring that all citizens of our country have their basic needs for food, housing, clothing fulfilled. It also looks to reduce the wealth gap and the inequality in our society.
Thanks for watching the video. Our address is Options and Ideas, 28L, Jheel Road, flat number 1A, ground floor, Kolkata, pin code 700031. West Bengal. Website www.optionsandideas.com and optionsandideas.org. Contact 9330036513.